Let me just start by apologizing for my voice. I'm just kind of fighting a cold, but I wanted to get on here today and talk about a really important call that I had last night. I was talking to a guy who is getting into a or is in a relationship with a person that he met on social media, on one of the social media platforms, not a dating app. And I think he is, from what he's telling me, he's kind of digging himself into a pretty deep uh, data risk with the information that he's been sharing with her and with the lack of information that he has about her. Um, I asked him some very generic questions about how do you know, right? It's like the foundation, the first question. How do you know who you're really talking to? And he said, well, she told me where she lives and she told me her name and she talks about her family. And okay, that's great, but there's a ton of information out there. I mean, how do you truly know? Like, have you video chatted with this person? Have you seen face to face the person that you've been talking to for several weeks? And he said, no, it's not her thing. She really doesn't like to get on camera. And I said, doesn't that concern you that the person you've been talking to for weeks on end doesn't want to see you and is more comfortable just texting you? I said, to me, that's a problem. And I said, have you matched up her phone number with where she lives? And he said, no, I didn't even think, why would I do that? And I said, how do you know that she lives where she said she lives? He said, we all want to be trusting people. We all want to believe that the person on the other side is being as truthful and honest as we are, but you just don't know today. And with identity theft just being out of control, the more information you give people, the more vulnerable you are to that data theft. So I said to him, he said to me, one of the things I'm concerned about is as we've moved into this relationship and it gets further and further, we're starting to exchange some pictures and we're starting to, share some more personal information. And last week she started letting me know that she's having some money issues and can I start to lend her money? I'm like, oh, there you go. Huge, huge, huge red flag when it comes to that. And I said, so what have you done? And he said, well, I have sent her some money. And I said, how have you done that? And he said, I do it through Venmo. And I said, are you sending it to her? And he said, well, yeah, I think so. You think so? Well, the person's name that is on Venmo, is that the person that you're talking to? And he said, no, I'm sending it to her friend. Well, why doesn't she have a Venmo account? Well, she's not really sure how to do. I mean, it was just on and on and on and on. And I'm just going, oh my God, you are just like opening up the floodgates of your life and handing it to someone that you don't even know, truly don't even know. And I said, listen, I don't want to be the bad guy that says everyone on the internet is a bad person, because obviously that's just so not true. But there are so many bad actors out there that are just looking for the vulnerable people, that are looking for that connection, who reach back out to someone and start having that conversation, having those conversations, building that relationship, building that fake trust. And then at some point, bam, you are now the victim of identity theft because they know so much about you. They have your email address and they have your phone number and they have your Venmo account and they just have this treasure trove of information and you know nothing about them. You truly don't know anything about them. And so my message today is is last night to him: protect yourself, protect everything about you when you're talking to someone on the internet that you really don't know. And someone, especially if they reach out to you and you haven't reached out to them and you accept that invite and you start talking to them, big, 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 big red flag, folks. It is a huge red flag. You have to protect yourself out there. I'm not saying you can't formulate relationships and you can't make friends out there. You absolutely can. But as you're thinking about the situation, about the information you're giving them, why are you giving them that information? Why are you handing over the keys to everything about you? Be safe out there, folks. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.